There you go. Big, big. So we start off with this. Let me go to view. And we wanted to tell a story. We wanted to go all the way around. And little baby away. And Yizchin. Yizchin is birth. Azchin just means a birth. Yizchin means she was born, right? So in our little dialogue, we say Yizchin. Khatan when. Khatan. So one of the things I'm doing is I'm saying that in English we have the H questions. In Navajo we have in English we have the W questions, where, when, how, or maybe how is a little different, but most of them are W questions. In Navajo we have what we call the H question. So Hada is when. When was she born? Hada is Chin. And then we say Shida means in the spring, born in this, summer. Shida. This past summer is what I'm saying. Da Shi is a word for summer. Da represents like past tense. When summer was up here. So that's when she was born, with Shida. And then Awe Tzal is another word. Awe means baby. Tzal means the bedding. Tzal. Awe Tzal. So there's two words put together. Awe Tzal comes the baby's cradle. And so that became cradle. And then does she have beholong? And hulong is one of those words that you're gonna probably use now a lot. Shat means one. Does she have it's kind of like saying a cradle board or a cradle? The answer is it's as we do the question and answer, whatever question there is usually kind of repeated. Up here it says where, down here it'll be answering the where, when, that kind of idea. So, but then the last words are similar. Sometimes the verb changes a little bit, but that's the pattern of Navajo. All right. And the pattern also, another pattern is SOV, subject. You got it? In order to have a sentence in Navajo, you have a subject, object, or just descriptions, just descriptions. And the last one is verb. Okay. So out of the three things, the most important in Navajo is the verb. So we call it a verb-based language. If I said nta, it's like a sentence in itself. Ne, you, da, nita, you sit. All right. So everybody knows who I'm talking to. And that same da, I could say yi zing, you stand, or nish da. The da and da keep showing up in the word sit. And so we call that the stem. It's kind of like the root almost. The stem, and then everything else is you, him, her. Those guys over there are you and I. Those guys over there are you and not you and I. So nda means you, nishta means I, ne da is that person over there. So you always have a ne, she, be. Sometimes it's be, sometimes ne for third right? We call it third person. All right. So that's why is a verb, and hata is where the noun will be. Yishchin, meaning when was she born? Or in Navajo, we only have one sound for he, she, it. He, she, it. And so when we learn English, it's like, okay, his name is Sally. It's correct in Navajo, but in English, everybody's going, huh? Uh, he he is a male. You can't call a male Sally. And I could never understand it. It took me a long time to understand. Oh, okay, there's a he, she, and then an it, you know. And even today, I sometimes still get confused when I'm saying she is a great man, you know, or she's, when I'm talking about a man, I'm going to put she in there. But in Navajo, you can't do that. I mean, there's no word for he, she. Only he, only is Chen. He, she was born. He or she was born. All right, so that's what we started off with. I just wanted you to explain this. You have a date here. You have a lesson. You have a the video clip from the first day. So it's a YouTube. So I had to transfer from Zoom. It's the holy people into the YouTube. I'm using their. That's the fastest way for me to have it available for you. So this is a YouTube channel. Okay. It just takes a little time, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. All right. So the next one, let's see if we can go to the studio pictures. So that this is kind of like a life journey of somebody, Maddie, life journey of Maddie. And we'll just keep the word Maddie in here. And now we're going to another one. This was last Tuesday, and Maddie's, this is, so we call that lesson 2. So lesson 2 is right here. And now we're going to talk about lesson 3 today. We'll call her Maddie still. But I'll pass this one and then go to lesson 3 there. Okay. So Maddie away, and then she's 2 years old. And now she's in school. So today's the March 13th, the video is going on right now. Another thing I wanted to share with you today is I thought we'd just kind of zero in on the mother, father, and then son and daughter. Okay. So if I said Yad E Shema, and I'm talking to his son, he would be my Shiaj. And let's say you're the Shiaj, and you say Yad E Shema. Mother will come back and say Yad E Shiaj. And for me, kinship term was big. I mean, that's all we said. I didn't know Clayton. I didn't know my name until I hit school. I didn't know that I had another name, you know? And that's how strong that kinship term was. And Shiaj was, even though it was son, my mother would say Shiaj, my son. It also meant thank you, please, I love you. All those words wrapped. Shiaj would mean that. So all the days that I knew my mother till she passed away, Shiaj was such an important word. And if she said, "Can you take me to the store?" Shiyaj, oh, I cannot say no. That's how powerful that word is. Um, uh, so kinship can be that strong in the immediate family. Right here's the immediate family right here. All right. But then we carry it on to the next family. It's like in Navajo, this is a family. When we talk about a family, we're talking about extended family, like my aunt and my uncle. And so it's like grandma. I should put grandma here. She's also the part of this right here. So I'll have it next time. All right, yeah, whoever just came in, it's good to have you. So we did lesson 1, we did lesson 2, now we're doing lesson 3. And I need your participation. So think in terms of this little girl is no longer at home. She's now in school. Tell me some things you would ask for or a question that we could put here. And we'll come up with 1, 2, 3. And let's call her Maddie. Maddie's still, she's grown up now. This was a way, we can call her Chican, here. Chican would be a young lady. And I'm gonna go back to, so we can talk, so we can actually write. Okay, so we'll get rid of this little beauty. And we're gonna make this go up a little bit. Okay, all right, so we have that. And I wanted to add, oops, why am I having that thing? Okay. All right, so here we have, I wanted to add grandmother here. And so you can think in your head, how would you say grandmother? Well, we know it says share. Let's stay with, these are the ladies, pink, purple. Share, ma. And then, what do you think this word is? Sana, word for grandmother. Sana means old, my old mother, okay? And same thing with grandpa here. Make that or let's make that. Whoops. Why did I do that? And I don't remember what color. That's okay. All right, so we got this. Okay. So she means my che on my mother's side, okay? And and we don't say old father. We just say shiche, my grandfather. All right, but for grandma, it's my older mother and grandfather. All right, we might use it today. We'll see. All right, so let's go back to the other part. And let's start with that. All right, we could say, we'll just use whatever we can do to do kinship term. I just want to keep using kinship because we want to get so used to it that we can just, from this day forward, you're not going to say mom anymore. You're always going to say shema, or to your father, shije. And so we'll just kind of keep that idea. All right. So kinship term, so powerful, so strong. Okay. We're working with this part. Looking for this young lady. Number 3. Give me a question about this little picture. And put Maddie. Give me a question in your chat. Stop putting your, I know it's the end of the day, but I want you to put on your thinking cap. What would we say, or what would we ask Maddie? Just put Maddie. And give me a question. Before I got yes on the chat. So she's in school. We can say what, right? Are you doing? That's an English question. All right, in Navajo, Maddie. So that's a subject. And then the question maker. Ha. Ah. Ha. And we'll just kind of separate it. Ha. And then separate it. 3 sounds. Ha. Ha. E. That means what? Ha. E. We could say ha. E. Shan. Ha. E. That we can make it long or short, but I just want to say hat e. Hat e ba na ne na. Hat e ba na Maddie. Hat e ba na na. And you can use that question with your mother at home. Shema. Hat ish ba na na. Or hat e ba na na. And she'll say, oh, I'm in library. Ba ashe. She might say that. So our question is to Maddie. Maddie, hat e ba na na. And what is she doing? So she'll answer it with yat. If you said Shema up here, or she, my daughter, and Maddie, this would be kind of like Maddie's answer right here. Maddie would say, yeah, there's Shema. And we can answer. We don't have to say Maddie again, because now we're talking to Maddie, right? So we're just going to do this and put it right here. Oops, put it right here. Instead of saying hot E, we're going to answer it. What is she doing? na. And we could make a short answer by saying writing. Na a na a so na a so. That means I'm writing. Na so go ba na. And we change that a little bit. Doing writing. Ba na sha. Na so go ba na sha. I'm doing writing. Okay. So before we were saying, like in lesson 2, lesson 1, we were saying, what is that baby doing? Or does she have a, so it's like, this is you, this is who, I'm asking a question to you, but we're talking about somebody over there, third person. That's what we're doing the last two times that we had lessons. But now us, not us, but maybe there's one person, one of us asking Maddie a question. So now Maddie is no longer a third person. She's actually right here before us, classes and classes. And we say, Maddie, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she says, na sogabana. She's sitting there, na sogabana sha. So there's actually 2 verbs right there. Na so means I am writing. Na sha means I'm doing. Right? It really comes from walking. I'm walking. So you got 2 meanings out of that word. Na sha is I'm walking or I'm doing. Okay. Fa na sha means I'm doing. All right. Anybody have any questions so far? You okay? You kind of have an idea. We'll practice this. All right. So let's go to another question. What are you having for lunch? Good question. Yeah, let's do it. Maddie, and that's 2 questions right there. Maddie, and we're going to have to say when, right? Ash. And this is okay. This is a good one to learn. Ashne. And you can talk to your mother about this too, your dad or whoever, your brother or sister. Ashne. Ashne. High tone. Can you hear it? Ashne. And then short. Ashne. Ashne. Ne. That's just normal. Ne. The other one's ne. And they both have high tones, but one is shorter than the other one. So it's ashne, 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 and ne, a little longer. Okay. Ashnetna. And then last sound. Maddie, ashnetna. Go. We want to stretch it out a little bit. And the go is just kind of like when it is noon is what we're saying. And that's our way of saying lunchtime. Ashlena ago. And what are you having for lunch? Ashlena ago. Ha. There's our question maker. Ha. Ah. See that what? At E on the number 1. Now it's staying there with what? What are you, instead of saying, yeah, it says what again? What? Hat. E. E, and then now our verb. We have to say eating or having at lunch. I'm just going to say we're hat e bit niya, hat e bit no. Instead of saying eating, what are you going to have? What are you going to be eating is what we would say. Bit ne, hat e bit ne, hat e bit ne. Yang, yang, bottle. No question. All right, so a little bit longer, but we're okay with that. All right, Maddie, hati ago. We could put maybe just keep that pattern. We could say, Maddie, hati what? Ago, but yeah, when it comes noon, what are you going to eat? When it comes to so what we had here, we'll put right here. What are you going to have for lunch? So now we're going to answer it. So we'll keep part of this because that's part of the pattern. And we can put it into our answer place and put it right here. Oops. Right here. What do you think? Give me a food item. What should Maddie, what do you think Maddie's eating at lunch? Oh, hey. Okay, so we say Navajo taco. So we would say, you know, that's a real good question. We invented it, but we didn't really have a name for it in Navajo. How about you, Charlene? Do you have a word for Navajo taco in Navajo?
Not that I know of, but I know that Danil Raj big it. Now
Yeah.
that's how they say it sometimes.
Yeah.
I thought
We can use that. Dr. Nilgaj is the bread. I mean, that's the fried bread. Da de Nil Raj. That's the bread. Dr. Nil Raj. Baka on top. And Ajjagi, is that okay?
yeah, that's fine.
Just to not get it too long. Baka, and there's a glottal. Aj, ja, ja. In Navajo, we don't, in English, we usually have sometimes we have the J and the G, same sound. But in Navajo, you can't do that. You got to be specific. You have to say the J or the G. You have to say the J or the G. It doesn't, hang on the word. You have to say it with a J or a G. All right. So ja, Akasha ja means, well, Datinilaj is the bread. Baka is on top. Shija. Baka ajja. Something is on top of the bread. So that allan ago bit ninya is you, but I would come out to be bit ni ya. See how that goes? So up here it is bit ninya means you. Had ish bit ninya. Allan ago had ish bit ninya. But down here it's Maddie answering. Tatani lvaj baka ajja iki. We can put iki there because that makes it the one. And the one that has this on top, Tatani lvaj baka ajja iki allan ago. Go stretch it. Slide. Go. Bitney, I will have it at that time. Bitney, all right. So since the sentences are a little bit long, I'm not going to continue making more, right? So this one, oops, sorry. So, okay. We'll have Navajo taco at noon. What you're saying, basically. All right, so instead of doing 3, because the length of the words, I'm just going to let it go. And so we won't need that last part. All right, so there you go. All right. Maddie, did we mess it up? Did we mess it up? Yeah, it's lesson 1. We don't want lesson 1. Why am I messing it up for? Okay. Take that one. And we should keep that there. All right. So naasogo ban sha. And the last part is that nilagash. Okay, that's correct. Maddie, at ibanana. Maddie, what are you doing? And Maddie would say naasogo ban sha. And then we would say Maddie, at I san ago. But nya, we don't need that one. What are you going to eat at noon? All righty, so let's try. If you want to pass off, put O in your name, by your name. Okay. And we only have a few minutes, so I think we can get through it. Thank you, Micah B. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my view, and we'll view the bigger thing. So now we got pictures. We're right here on this picture. All right, number 3. And so Micah P. Yad Eshiche. I'm gonna call you Shiche. well, that's not good for it. Let's go. I'll say, yeah, there she yet, my son. And you say she yeah. Okay. Yeah, there she yet.
يت إشجة
Maddie had e Maddie had e banana. Now
نا أشوق سوغو با ناشا
I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, maybe we should put a man that, well, that's okay. We're okay. We're just playing with Maddie as the main person. Next question. Yeah, Ado Maddie had e aslana go bit ninya
داده داده نگاج بکا از جا إجي or جه
igi.
إجي إجي
Uh-huh.
at ne ago بنيا
I'm done yet. Excellent, excellent. All right. So now you turn into Devon. So you just say yad eh. You can say she yet, something like that. Yeah. Then he'll say she's yeah.
يت إشية
And Devon, you say yad eh, she's yeah. Right there, she's yeah.
يت إشجة
And question.
ماري هاتي با نينا
نا أسوكو با ناشا
Mhm.
ماري هاتي نث أغو بنيا
Mhm.
بكا how do you say that?
Dathni Raj.
Oh, Datanish Gaj
Baka Ajja Igi.
Baka Asja Igi
Asnitna Ago Bitniya.
Ashnit Naago Bitniya.
Johnny. Excellent. Yeah. Let's go. Devon, you are going to Aliyah. Aliyah. So you would say to Yvonne, yeah, they should see, and she'll say, yeah, they should, yeah. Okay.
Yat Eshitsi
Mhm.
Yate shize.
Mhm.
Ati Banana
Na ashago ba nasha.
Mhm.
Maddie Haati Ashne Naago Binaniya
Da nishka beka ajana ege. Ani na ago be na ya.
Yeah. Okay, good. Johnny, yeah. All right, your turn, Aliyah, to Jada. Jada, yeah. Yeah,是应该say 什么 maybe
Shma.
yeah
Yate shma.
and Jada you'll say 是
Yate shije
Mari ha talbana nina.
oh,
na aso go banasha
oh,
Mari hat a ane na ago banana ya.
Datine ya bika aja igi athnine ago be nia
good job both of you yeah all right let's see Jada you're talking to Karina, and just say Yad Eshama. And
Yat
she'll say,
Shema.
and she'll say Yad Eshiche.
Yate shiche.
Maddie
Maddie.
Hati Bananina.
Na'a sogo ba nasha.
Mhm.
Maddie Hati Asminin Ago Benina Yah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Da denil gaj baka ajja igi. Afnena ago benin ya.
Nijani and Nijan. Thank you very much. You'll notice that Hat-E was there. We answered it. And then Atlan Ago was there. That was the mix. And then Bitnya was changed to Bitniya. It's Maddie talking Bitniya. Good job. All right. Next one. Karina, you're talking to Nijone. Yad Shiche. And she'll say Yad Eshma.
Yate shiche.
Yate Shema.
Maddie ha'ati bananina.
Na Sagoba Nasha.
Thanks for your dog answered fast. No. Okay, next.
Maddie ha'ati afnena ago benini ya.
Daha di ne. How do you say that?
Tahtini Raj. Raj.
Garage.
Uh-huh.
Di
Ka Jagi.
Aj Agi. Ne
Uh-uh.
Ago Bi Ne. Yeah.
Yeah, the young. The young.
Ba Ni Ya.
Uh-huh. All righty, so we're done with Katla. Najona, you're talking to Jekyll? And Jekyll, Najona, you'll say Yat Shema, and she'll say Yat Shiche. Okay.
Yate Shema. Yate Shije.
Mhm.
Maddie Ha'ati Ba Na Nina.
Mhm.
Na Sogo Ba Na Sha.
Oh,
Maddie Ha'ati Ni Ago Bit Ne Neya.
yeah. Mhm.
Ta Dine Ka Ashtika Aja Ige
Good.
Al Ne Ago Bineyash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bineya.
All right, Jackal. Thank you, Anasa. Thank you. And last person, I think. Okay, Dana. So you would say, yeah, I'm thinking, Shije. And then he will say, Shitsi. Okay, go ahead. Yate Shije.
Yate Shije.
Oh, let Jekyll, you say Yate Shije, and he'll say Yate Shitsi.
Yate Shije.
Yate Shitsi.
Shitsi.
Shitsi. Mhm. And then go ahead and ask the question,
Yeah.
Maddie Hati.
Maddie Ha'atiba Na Nina.
Uh-huh. Tahtani Raj.
Latil Nishkalaj.
Baka Ajja Agi.
Ka Aja Igi.
Litna Ango.
Kihnago.
Bitni Ya.
Bitniya.
Yeah, good job. Good job. Good job. All right. So some things I noticed, meaning will change it. So maybe we'll keep this idea of Maddie as answering as Mattie's, we're asking Maddie and answering, because we've never done that before. So we're just going, as if Mattie's right here and we're just doing a conversation with them. So how do you apply this? Like tonight, you can say Shema, and you're talking, mom's here and you're right here. You're talking to each other. Say Shema. Hat ibanana. Maybe just that one question tonight. Hat ibanana. Or somebody that speaks Navajo. Shema sana hat ibanana. And let's see if they'll say something banasha, something like that. Just try it out tonight. Any questions? Any question, any thoughts? You did great. You did good. Each one of you. Now, yeah, that was interesting how we didn't have, you know, Navajo taco. And do you kind of wonder why that was not a Navajo word at the beginning before it was Navajo taco? Usually it's that way. Well, the first time I got in contact with Navajo taco was when I was a teenager in the mission field, and I was down in Tuba City restaurant, and my companion, senior companion, said, "Let's go to a restaurant and eat Navajo taco." I said, "What?" And Navajo taco. So that's when I first got a taste of Navajo taco. Because traditionally we weren't making it at home. It was always, it showed up at the restaurant. And I don't know if it's because of a Navajo chef or somebody created it, but I've never heard a person, at least for me, never said, I can describe it. Guess soto at sento chijago. You know, I can describe it, tell you what the meal I ate and stuff, but not just one word, which was said among everybody else. I'd never really heard it that way. So anyway, that's an interesting way. All right, any thoughts? Any questions? If not, yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to take a picture of this so I know that everybody, this is pretty much everything. This page, here we go. And let's see, how do I make the picture? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so next person, now Maddie is a teenager right here, number 4. And we're going to talk about kenalta, meaning rite of passage for a young lady. We're going to learn some new words there. All right. So next Tuesday, we will go into lesson 4. Okay. I'll go on it. Share and record.